Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Today, re-diving into the world of rare, valuable. It's small, round, and metallic. You might pass it every day in change or find one tucked into an old coat pocket, but hidden beneath its nickel sheen lies a story of a monarch, a nation, and a legacy forged in metal. This is the story of the 1975 Canadian 5-cent coin. By 1975, Canada was a country confidently striding through the modern era. Though politically autonomous since the Statute of Westminster in 1931, Canada remained a constitutional monarchy under Queen Elizabeth II, whose portrait had adorned the nation's coinage since 1953. The year also marked a period of industrial, social, and national transformation. It was the age of Pierre Trudeau, multiculturalism, and growing debates about Canadian identity. Amid all this, the humble 5-cent coin continued to serve as a day-to-day ambassador of the crown, the economy, and Canadian heritage. Portrait. The 1975 5-cent coin features a right-facing effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. Designed by Arnold Machin, a British sculptor known for royal portraiture. Inscription. Around the Queen's profile, the Latin phrase Elisabeth Cadua Dige Regina, Elisabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. She wears the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The portrait is youthful, used from 1965 to 1989. Symbolism. This image reflected Canada's continued ties to the crown, even as it defined itself on its own terms in the modern age. Turn the coin over and you'll find one of Canada's most enduring national symbols. Not a flag or a leader, but a beaver. A British artist who designed numerous Commonwealth coin motifs. A beaver sits atop a log, framed by water, denoting industriousness and the Canadian wilderness. Above it, a split maple leaf design and the denomination 5 cents. Below it, the issuing country and year, Canada 1975. The beaver played a critical role in the fur trade, the economic foundation of colonial Canada. Adopted as a symbol of Canada in the 1800s, it represents resilience, industry, and natural heritage. From the fishing harbors of Newfoundland to the mountain peaks of British Columbia, the 1975 5-cent coin traveled across Canada's vast geography, circulated nationwide, used in major urban centers like Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver, as well as in Indigenous and remote northern communities, played a role in small transactions. Newspapers, candy, gumball machines, and public phones symbolized shared economic participation across cultures and languages from English to French. Cree to Inuktitut. Mint location. Struck at the Royal Canadian Mint in Ottawa, Ontario. Specification details composition. 100% nickel weight, 4.54 grams diameter, 21.3. A smooth shape round magnetic. Yes. Due to nickel content. Minted quantity 1975. Approximately 83,523,000 coins. Common in circulation, one of the more widely available years. Not considered rare. Flattening of the Queen's hair or beaver details. Surface scratches or dull luster from pocket wear. Occasional spotting or discoloration due to the nickel, reacting with oils and humidity. Usually found between VG very good and EF extremely fine conditions. Uncirculated grade, designated as MS Mint State coins. Ranging from MS60 to MS67. Sharp strike with no signs of wear. Full luster, often with a satin or frosty surface. No bag marks or scratches, proof-like sets produced by the Royal Canadian Mint. These coins were not intended for circulation and were stored in sealed plastic holders. Current market value is, of 2025 circulated $10 cents to 50 cents, uncirculated MS65 plus $2 to 10 Canadian dollars, depending on grade and demand. Proof-like sets $10.25 Canadian dollars per set if complete and intact. Though not rare, the 1975 Canadian 5-cent coin is significant. It is part of the long tradition of Canadian coinage that blends national symbolism with monarchical heritage. It tells a story of economy, of unity, and of quiet endurance, the same traits found in the nation it represents. As Queen Elizabeth II's portrait evolved over the decades, so too did Canada. But this coin remains a moment frozen in time, capturing the middle years of a queen's reign and the ongoing journey of a nation finding its own path. Whether nestled in a collector's album or jingling in a jar, the 1975 Canadian 5-cent coin is more than a piece of metal. It's a reflection of who Canada was and still strives to be. Modest, enduring, and unmistakably Canadian. Written and researched by OpenAI's ChatGPT, produced for numismatic education and Canadian heritage awareness. The next step, small in size, but large in symbolism. The Canadian 5-cent coin, minted in 2010, stands as a quiet sentinel of national identity. As a carryover from the fur trade and colonial economy to a modern, diverse nation under the crown, this coin carries more than just face value, it carries history. The year 2010 was one of national pride and global recognition. Canada hosted the Vancouver Winter Olympics, showcasing its culture, resilience, and landscape to the world. Amidst the cheers of gold medal wins and Indigenous celebrations, Everyday economic life continued with coins like the 5-cent piece still connecting Canadians from coast to coast. By 2010, Queen Elizabeth II had reigned for nearly 58 years. Her portrait, familiar and iconic, represented a monarchy that had become as much a ceremonial symbol as a constitutional structure. Portrait: the coin features a mature, regal profile of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right. Artist: designed by Canadian artist Susanna Blunt. This effigy was introduced in 2003 and remains the standard portrait on Canadian coins as of 2025. The Queen is shown without a crown, symbolizing her modern approachable role as monarch. Aged, yet dignified, the image reflects a sovereign respected both in Canada and around the globe. Elizabeth's Scudoir Digi Regina, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. This version of the Queen's image aligns with contemporary Canadian values, humility, modernity, and continuity. Flip the coin over, and you're met by one of Canada's most beloved icons, the beaver. As far back as the 1600s, this hard-working rodent shaped the fur trade and colonial expansion. In 2010, it still proudly represented Canada's industrious spirit. Image: a beaver perched on a log, set against a backdrop of water. Designer G.E. Kruger Gray, a design unchanged since 1937, making it one of the longest-running reverse designs in modern coinage. Text: 5 cents, Canada, 2010. A pair of stylized maple leaves frame the top. The beaver represents the Canadian work ethic and history. The maple leaf symbolizes unity and national pride. From icy Nunavut to sunny Vancouver Island, this coin changed hands across all 10 provinces and 3 territories. It traveled through rural co-ops, urban skyscrapers, and northern trading posts alike. Accepted and used in all regions, despite the declining purchasing power of small coins, particularly common in vending machines, parking meters, and small cash transactions, remained a staple in daily commerce, despite rising digital payment adoption, common in schools, charities, and piggy banks across Canada. Minted location: struck at the Royal Canadian Mint, headquartered in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Specification: Dale composition 94.5% steel, 3.5% copper, 2% nickel. Plating weight 3.95 grams, diameter 21.2 thickness 1.76 shape, round edges smooth. Magnetic: yes, due to steel core shifted from 100% nickel. Used until 1981 to a steel core with nickel. Plating reduces production cost and weight while maintaining traditional appearance. Circulation: strike mintage 2010, approximately 147,500,000 pieces. Produced for general circulation, distributed across banks and retailers. Still widely available in pockets and cash registers across Canada. Circulated condition: F fine, detail present, but worn on the Queen's cheek and beaver's tail. VF very fine to EF extremely fine. Some luster remains. Minor wear on high points. AU about uncirculated. Appears uncirculated with slight handling marks. Steel core can cause edge rust or spotting. Nickel plating may dull or chip over time. High contact areas: Queen's face, the beaver's head, and log details. Often found in mint rolls or proof-like sets. Grade ranges: MS62, MS67. Uncirculated examples show strong luster, no wear, clean fields, sharp strike, frosted relief. Against mirrored fields and proof-like versions. 2010 proof set by the Royal Canadian Mint included this 5-cent coin in brilliant uncirculated or proof quality, encased in sealed plastic or presentation cases with COA's certificates of authenticity. Market value as of 2025. Condition: estimated value CAD. Circulated 5 cents, 15 cents. Mint state: MS65 plus $1, $3 proof. Place coin $3, $10 in sets. By 2010, Canada had become a digital nation, yet its currency still carried the weight of its past. The 5-cent coin symbolized connection between the monarchy and the people, between regions, and across generations. It echoed the resilience of a country whose history was carved by fur, shaped by settlers, honored by Indigenous peoples, and unified under the maple leaf. The 2010 Canadian 5-cent coin may never be rare or valuable in gold, but its worth is in what it represents. It is a bridge between eras, a quiet tribute to industry, monarchy, and modern Canada. So next time you come across one, maybe in a desk drawer, a donation jar, or an old wallet, take a moment. That nickel is a tiny monument to a nation's journey and its unspoken promise to keep moving forward.